What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be breaking down the awesome trade recap that we had today, guys. We absolutely destroyed SPY. We caught the low of the day. Futures went for crazy and options well over 100%. And I'm going to also be comparing the differences between support, resistance, supply, demand, and Fibonacci. All right. So we have an action packed. Please stick around all the way to the end. And if you guys show some support here, we might do a giveaway also. All right. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the shout out right at the end. What I want to do is I really want to get right into this today, guys, because it was just a beautiful, beautiful day. Really, really clean. Okay. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to hit the replay and I'm going to walk you through everything. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what we did today, what happened, and how we were able to catch the low of the day. Okay. So I'm just going to draw the high right there. Okay. So the first thing that happened here is the 3-minute candle came in and you'll see that we opened above the high. Okay. So this was the high on Friday, and on Monday, which was this morning, we opened right here. So the first setup that I look for, guys, is the opening range breakout. And let me just walk you through everything. Okay. So I said, good morning, friends, gap up. So this was at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Said I'll be leaning towards an orb at the open to test the water. So we got long at 6:43 Pacific, 9:43 Eastern. It took so much time for this trade to play out today, but it was well worth it. So let me walk you through. So that first candle came in, next candle came in, boom, and I was just waiting. I'm waiting for the range. Okay, so here's my range now. So I have my high, put that in green, and I have my low. So not only did I take the orb, but I'm fib right in a second. But right here, guys, here's our high, here's our low. So we're waiting, we're waiting. So we're consolidating. And I love when we consolidate because we're consolidating, we're tightening, we're tightening, we're tightening the range. And bulls and bears are getting trapped until we explode right there, guys. So we're able to come in right there. Target one hit, second target smash, secured 6 points. Stop loss is now at break even on runners. And oh boy, did we have runners, guys. This thing did not look back today. Let me show you guys. It just kept going and squeezing and squeezing. So this was one of my most profitable days in a very, very long time, guys. So there was our opening range breakout. That's where we got long. Okay. And now I'm gonna show you guys a whole analysis on support and resistance and everything that you guys want to talk about. But let's continue now and let's talk about the Fibonacci trade. All right. So I'm gonna switch over to the 5-minute. So not only did we take that first opening range breakout, but we also used a Fibonacci. So let me go ahead and hit the replay there and I'll show you guys how we did that. Okay. Really, really great day today, guys. I also nailed $1,696 on CAT, and I'm going to show you guys that I posted that for free on YouTube last night. I want to get you guys prepared. It's time to make money right now. It's a time to stop playing games, all right? Because this year's just started. We have a full year so we can make some money, all right? So hit me with the like. I'll continue to always post these picks for you, but let's continue. Okay, so what's unique about this candle? Let's talk about this candle. Well, we have this long wick over here, okay? So that long wick right there, guys. So this is what we like. This is what I like to call, that hidden support and resistance, that hidden supply and demand. We could see right here on this wick, there's a lot of buying pressure. Hit me with the one if you see that, because at one point this candle was all the way down here and then we pop right back up. And when you're trading live, when we're going in the Discord here, guys, when we're going live step by step, we're talking through this, right? Okay, it was a big red bar. Now we see this buying. So what do we do? We go ahead, we draw your Fibonacci. We take our Fibonacci from the low to the high. Okay. And I'm just going to double click on this and I'm going to put on our basic fib. So we were leaning to the bullish side because of that wick. Okay. So we had our order right here on the 618. We got filled right there, guys. Stop loss right here at the low for protection. And then boom, she was gone. Okay, so this one was so nice because not only did it hold the 618, but it put in a beautiful double inside bar pattern. One of the textbook consolidation patterns. So make sure you have my free indicator, guys. Add it on your chart right now. I'll link it in here. It's also in my resource page right here on the website. I have a brand new resource page right here with everything you need, guys. Go ahead and add that because those little patterns, you'll be surprised how powerful they are with confluence, right? You need to have multiple things aligning. So there's the indicators, you can add it. But right here, we had our 618 and we had a double inside bar pattern, really nice. And I'll just go ahead and show you the Fibonacci's we did together. So this was us this morning. Okay, so we could see we first thing we did that's different is we drew up the pre-market Fibonacci. Okay, and then you could see right here, we got filled 618 filled long. right? So that's that fill right there on your 618. Straight back up to 382, 214, boom, boom, bang, right? So really, really nice. Okay. So we had so many fibs this morning, and I'm going to go over to futures now, and I'm going to explain to you something on supply and demand and why I like to use Fibonacci, but I also respect the supply and demand. So a little bit of background. When I first started trading, it was support and resistance lines, right? You know, resistance, support, resistance, support. Hit me with the three if that's where you started. Everybody, I feel like, starts off with that because it's one of the most old school ways of trading. But if we go back to this example with SPY, this 618 right here, I don't see a supply and demand just from looking at this chart, right? If I go back here, there's nothing pretty much in this area. But if I draw the fib, now the Fibonacci is that hidden supply and demand. It's that hidden support and resistance. It's hidden because you can't actually see it on the chart, right? And let me go show you an example now with futures, okay? So first thing is, remember yesterday we met and I drew last week's low and last week's high, okay? Hit me with the 4. Were you here yesterday? So we had last week's low and last week's high. So notice last week's high acted as an area of supply, demand, support, resistance, whatever you want to call it, right? Because we broke through the high, we came back, we retested that high, and we used that as support. Okay, you can also say demand was waiting here, right? But now let me show you how I tweak that over time to get better entries. Okay, well, the first thing was this was the 930, which we were talking about, right? And remember what I told you guys yesterday. What I was looking for was for this week's range to break. So when we opened on Sunday, we were right around here and we were going sideways for a while. So Sunday, right? Let me just find the Sunday open so I can show you guys. Sunday, we opened right here, went sideways, 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 and then we came into the open today. All right. And notice the first pattern we put in the open is the Holy Grail. And I always tell you guys, from the most simplistic approach from trading candlestick patterns, the Holy Grail is my go-to pattern, and it's in my indicator for free, guys. So please, please add the indicators. Outside, inside bar right there at 930. That's the same pattern right here on the 5. See on SPY. But because it's on futures, it's also highlighting the futures action. So here's our Holy Grail. Here's our entry right there. Boom. And it was gone. But here we go. So here's last week's high. So you notice how we break it and we retest it. But what I like to do is I actually like to take the fib and I go from low to high like this. And if I go ahead and I add on my full fibs, you'll see that we actually pull back to the 50. Okay. So what I learned about support and resistance, supply and demand is the lines are not always as accurate. So it's like an area, right? It's an area. So this is last week's high. I marked it for you guys. You see, we broke it, we retested it, boom. But really and truly, this 50%, you're not going to see this on the chart. If you don't have the fib on the chart, you can't see that level. There's nothing here, right? There's nothing here. Look back. There's nothing here. Okay. So that's why I love using the fibs, because it provides me with that hidden supply, resistance, support, demand, whatever you want to call it. And I like to use that for my pullback. See me with the 10 if that makes sense. So I started off trading support, resistance, supply, demand a long time ago. And I tweaked it over time to use the fibs because I found them to be a little bit more accurate and also allowing me to get a cheaper deal. So for example, instead of waiting for, waiting for it to see multiple test or something like that, I'll just buy at the level itself. And that allows me to get a cheaper deal. And especially when you're trading options, guys, it's so critical when you're trading options that you get a good deal. If you wait for multiple levels of support, if you wait for the breakout, you're going to miss the move, right? You're going to miss the move. So that's why you could see here this morning, we had that 618. It's right there. See that 618? There's our line. We just buy. We don't hesitate. We just buy. So here's our 618. Boom, right? We buy that and we take it straight up. So see, a lot of you guys are asking about the Holy Grail and what that is. Just check out the website here. I have some quick guides. So how to trade inside, outside bars is 5 minutes and 57 seconds. That'll answer everything. But essentially what the Holy Grail is just a outside bar followed by an inside bar. And what it is, if we talk about it from a technical perspective, the first 5-minute bar of the day, it broke the last range's high and the last range's low. So this is a trap bar, right? Because we're popping up and popping back down. So it creates volatility in the market. Then the inside bar is like the coil getting tightened closer and closer together. And then usually after that, we explode. So we're looking, basically, if you were to look at this, this is a pennant, right? It's a pennant pattern, a flag. And I use the Holy Grail to identify it so I don't have to be subjective, because whenever this turns yellow, that's the pattern. Hit me with the 2 if that makes sense. All right. And that's it, guys. Really good day. We only had that trade, that Fibonacci pullback, and then we took that 618, that orb combined was really probably the cleanest day we've had all month. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. And remember what I said yesterday, right? If we go back to last week analysis, I was looking for us to break out of last week's high and then fade. So notice how I traded this, guys. I got long over here, right? I'm not waiting for the breakout to get long, because look what happens on the breakout. See, you buy the breakout here. So here's your confirmation candle, comes back down, goes up a little bit and comes back down. Now we're going sideways. If you're trading options, you would lose money on that. Hit me with the two if that makes sense. Okay. So I like to front run. So I got in way below the low because I saw the momentum in the morning. We saw the algorithm and we took the fib and just went for it. That's how you make the most money, because we're not going to wait for this to break. That's going to be too late, right? And remember what I said, I would rather fade the new high. And I didn't take any short trades because I was very happy with my profitability and I didn't need to risk anything. But let me go ahead and draw up this 618 now on futures. And I think we tagged it today. Yep, so we definitely tagged it. Here's our 5 minute. So here's our 618, okay? So we are in that 618 rejection area here, and I don't think that this is going to go out too easily. I think there will be some consolidation here, or a little bit of, I think the bears are going to try here, and they'll probably try at the 786. So I'm going to be paying attention throughout this week. We need to be very, very focused, because this is a major Fibonacci on the weekly chart. And guys, let's just go ahead and look at this, right? Let me go ahead and do a quick analysis for the weekly for you. Let me leave the last week's range on there. All right, so let's look at this. So here's another reason why I prefer the fibs, because if I go from this, so this is the all-time high, right? From to the last swing low right here, you could see we had a perfect 618 rejection there, right? So let me just double click and make it basics, and I'll show you the 618 all the way down. All right, so here's our first push down. There's our 618 pullback, okay? And then again, we move our anchor lower on that next. Again, same thing. Here's our push down. Here's our 618 pullback. All right, now let's continue in the anchors. So now we go from this high straight down to here, another 618. So literally, guys, the Fibonacci has been running the market. And that's why I prefer this over support and resistance or supply and demand. I like to combine it. Don't get me wrong. But again, another 618. I love to use the fibs to be more aggressive, because I want to make the most money possible. If I have a 50% win rate, but I'm making $1,000 every time and I'm losing $200-300, that's how I'm going to go ahead and triple and quadruple my account. So it's not only about being right, but it's about maximizing profits. And that's why I like to use that Fibonacci for that. Let's go ahead and look at CAT now. So just remember, guys, I post free picks every single night. And if you're not subscribed, if you're not following to the channel, you're definitely missing out. So I posted this last night, okay? Here was the free picks right here. CAT, we wanted to go long 249.90. Okay, I also posted it on Twitter, so make sure you're following at least one of the channels so you can get that right here, CAT 249.90. So let me show you how I played CAT. All right, so this one is a different strategy. This is the big box, small box. Okay, so I'll show you how I did that right here. Notice yesterday we had an inside bar close, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and play CAT. Okay, let me get back to profit right here. There we go, right there. One sec. So I'm going to hit the replay. I taught you guys this one yesterday, so I'm not going to spend too much time, but please watch the big box, small box strategy. Okay. So here's the big box, small box strategy. We had a big box. So this is a bigger range on the Thursday, and we had a tightening range on the Friday. So that's what an inside bar looks like on the 5-minute chart. Okay. So what I do is I use Trendspider, right? And I scan. So I scan every day and I post the picks for you guys based on what are my top picks. All right. So make sure, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Okay, a lot of free content. So CAT, we wanted to get long at 249.40. So go ahead there, and I'll put that in right here, 249.40. And stick around for a giveaway, guys. You guys have been great. I really appreciate you. So stick around for a giveaway. I'm going to do one today. Coordinates right there. Okay, so now we have everything set up. So that's my long entry, and I use conditional orders right here. There's a guide in the description below. I use conditional orders to take these trades. So meaning, once it breaks that level, I'm long. Okay, so here we go. Candle comes in. People always ask me this question, Rich, what do I do when it opens above the line? All I do, guys, is I leave it open. I leave it open for a retest, and there is the retest right there. Okay, so this one is actually picture perfect, guys, because after that, you'll see, bang, we caught the low. And My levels, guys, are based on fibs and average true range. So when I hit them, a lot of the times they're spot on like that. Boom, you see that? Touches it, bang, right there. $1,696. I held it all the way to the close. I could have taken it up here for about 2,500 bucks, but I thought that we were gonna squeeze. I didn't get the full amount of profit, but 1,600 bucks, I'm not gonna complain. All right, hit me with the 12 if that makes sense. And as I said, the big box, small box, you'll see in my resources page here. Check it out, tradingwars.com. Leave me a question here too if you have any questions. Okay, I'll answer them. All right. All right. So really nice day, guys. I'm very pleased with that. So I want to do a giveaway. And let's go ahead and I'll do a scan as well. So I'm going to show you. So I use Trendspider for my scans. That's how I come up with the picks. You can build your own scanners if you're interested as well. But here we go. So here's my blue raindrop setups for tomorrow. Pfizer. It's been a long time since I've seen some action on Pfizer, and this is a perfect time right there. Really nice tight range. Okay, so I love this setup here because this is actually a double blue raindrop on Pfizer with an inside bar. That means it's been consolidating a shit ton. So it's similar to this last setup we had here where we had a big move the next day. So I'll be looking for that. Let's look for Holy Grail, see if we have any. I doubt we do because the market broke out today. I doubt we have any Holy Grails. There shouldn't be any, but if there are, that would be a nice setup there. So while that scans right here, guys, as always, check me out, tradingwars.com. All right. You have 7 more days for this sale. This is the ultimate sale that I'm having. It's the beginning of the year, and normally you get 30 days in my Discord. Trade live with me, so you get all this live commentary, the Fibonacci. We do everything live together. But for the rest of this month, you are going to get 90 days. So instead of 1 month, you're going to get 3 months. This is the Fibonacci book that I wrote, my bestseller on how do I trade the fibs. Everything I just talked about is in there. Over 50 charts, 70 pages. Check it out. You'll also get my premium indicators, the Nirvana and the Golden, with alerts for life. So once you join the Discord, you get these for life. You never have to, pay a fee once you get it. Or if you want to take it a step further, consider the bundle deal. Normally with the bundle, I do 4 months, 3 books. So all of my books, 2 seminars, and one-on-one training with me. But for a limited time, guys, I'm going to be doing this. Instead of 4 months, I'm doing it for 1 year. I really want to encourage you guys, if you want to try trading, if you want to get serious with it, I want to give you something for the full year or something for a long time. I really think, guys, if you can commit yourself 3 months at least, you can be definitely a better trader because you trade with a community of people and you can learn a strategy. And I'm not saying you're going to become rich, right? I'm definitely not saying that, but I'm saying you'll be a different trader. All right. That combined with the 100 trade challenge. So even if you want to just follow along, do 100 orbs. Here it is. Just download this tracker and just write in your trades. All right. If you want to get it, if you want to make money, guys, you have to put in the effort. It's not going to come for free in life. Nothing does. Trust me. I've worked midnight shifts, for when I was growing up. I worked cashier jobs. I worked in factories. I've done everything. I've got my CPA. Nothing comes without a sacrifice. And I want to encourage you guys, at least track your entries. Here you go. I have the tracker for you. Just write it down step by step. Okay. Trendspider. If you want to do your own scans, if you want to build your own strategies, if you use them, TWZ 35% off. If you're already a member, just let them know and they'll give you everything I have for free. All right. So nothing here I like on the Holy Grail. Let's go ahead and look at Nirvana. Don't think there'll be any Nirvanas either. So whenever there's a volatile day, you really won't see too many Nirvanas or Holy Grails. And the reason is because volatility, like the setups that I look for are like cat, right? Where we have a contraction. This is a contraction. That's how I like to make money. Contraction, expansion. Hit me with a 12 if that makes sense. All right. And now let's just wrap it up here. Let's do some giveaways. Nothing on the Nirvana. That's what I thought. Let's do some giveaways here. So what I'm going to do right now is our video from yesterday. So please make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed and I pick your name, you're not going to get anything. Okay. Because too many people are not subscribed. And you know what? I've been taking a hit with my subscribers lately. So I really want to get that number back up. So this video was yesterday. This was our Sunday video. Jay Sosa, shout out, brother, for joining the army. I appreciate you. Go ahead and leave a comment. There's only 17 comments in here. So go ahead and leave a comment right now. I'll send you the link and then I'll pick a winner. We'll do a random number generator there. Right. So, while I'm talking about that, just to summarize, the support and resistance, the supply, demand, I definitely started with that when I was trading, and I've used the Fibonacci to enhance that. So here's a perfect example. Here's last week's high, and a lot of people will say this is, a resistance turned to support, right? So you break through, then you turn support. You could see definitely worked really well. But what I like to do is I always want to make sure I'm getting a deal. So I take my Fibonacci. So the first time it broke the high, if I go like this, high to low, and I can put on the full one, I'll walk you through. So I wouldn't take that pullback there because it's too shallow. All right. I need a good pullback. So that's why I move my anchor to the high and I wait for that discount, that discounted deal. Okay. That's very important for me because if you want to trade long term, it's not about being right, but it's about making the most money. Because think about it like this. If I do one trade and make 10 grand and the rest of them I lose 500 bucks each, I'm good. But if I only make 2 grand and then I lose 500 bucks each, I could be still negative at the end of the day. All right. So let's go ahead here. Let's run this right now. How many of you are new to the channel? Hit me with a 5. I think I saw some new people in here today. So how many of you are new to this channel? Make sure you subscribe. We do pretty much daily streams, okay? At least 4 to 5 times a week, I do streams. I've been traveling, so it hasn't been the easiest for me these days, but I still try, to do as much as I can. 51 comments. Let's go ahead. I'm going to bring the random number generator up here, 1 to 51, and I'm going to hit generate. So number 32. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What the hell? That's not right. There isn't 51 comments because there was actually a scammer on my video that I had to remove. One of those fake ones. They're like, oh, I followed JC Penney, blah, 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 some random person, and I made $1 million on crypto. They had like 50 comments. So there's only 17. Okay, so let me refresh it again. Do it again. 3, 2, 1, boom. Number 13. Okay, so we're gonna go from the bottom. Wait, I feel like more came in. Okay. All right, let me just do it one more time. All right, so let's count it up. I can't even do it because whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Holy moly. 33, 34, 35. What happened? Where did all this come from? 39. Okay, that's it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 23. 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. There we go. This person right here, I can't even tell what that is. But A, I guess the person's name is A. User, da-da-da-da. You are the winner, my friend. I think you just commented. Yes, you did 5 minutes ago. So I'm going to need to verify your YouTube, brother. So please email rich@tradingwars.com. And I'll verify your email just to make sure that it's you because I don't even know what this is. But let's go ahead. I'll verify you, brother. Email rich@tradingwars.com and I'll go ahead and take care of you. All right. Thank you, guys. I always do giveaways every week. So don't feel like you missed out. You'll always have another opportunity. Like I said, guys, don't miss out on the sale. Time is running out. Tradingwars.com. Okay. Think about it. I'll be here for you guys and to keep teaching you guys. Thank you for your time. Much appreciated. Comment, like, subscribe. Picks are coming right now. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you. Have a good night.